What is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you all are having a fantastic Monday, wherever you are. What's up, Uprising? How you doing, bud? Yo, thank you for that. Thank you for the 500 bits. 500 biddies. But yeah, I hope everybody is having a fantastic day, fantastic week. I know we're just getting started off, but sorry, let me clear my throat real quick. But we're gonna enjoy it. I'm only gonna be here for probably for about 2 hours, just because I got work. But I am gonna. I decided to at least jump on, dude. I'm gonna tell you, like, I know. I said the other day, or said earlier, that I was gonna be getting on. It has been a minute, buddy. It has been a minute. Excuse me. But I know I said it earlier yesterday that I was getting on between 10 and 11, and I will say that didn't happen because the fact that, dude, I passed out as soon. Normally, okay, I'm gonna give you my normal routine. Okay, we're gonna go full screen. Bam. I'm gonna give you my routine that I have. Okay, my routine at night is usually kids go to bed, no problem. And then if my wife wants me to rub her feet, rub her back, I make sure she's taken care of, she's good, and she goes to bed. And then when I'm done doing that, usually after I rub her back, I'm usually done for the night. As far as, anything she needs, because by that point she's usually falling asleep. I come out here, and then I get on the stream, do my thing. And, dude, last night, I was exhausted. I was done, man. Like, I was... Yesterday was a long day, man. Yesterday was a long day. It felt like yesterday was just overall very long. But it's okay. I woke up pretty early. I woke up at like 1:30 this morning. I was like, I know I missed my time hack last night for streaming, but we're gonna go ahead and jump in. We're gonna jump in anyway. So, and I know that I'm playing the background. I'm playing music in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys on that end. Sunday morning. Sunday morning, we ended the stream watching a little bit of Lupo play. Okay, watching some of the GOOO. Show some playtest off. So, I think what we should do is go ahead. We're gonna go back to that video. It's clear. God dang. Ooh. It's so pretty. But yeah, I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and go back to that video of Lupo. Hey, Uprising, I know you haven't been around, and I am glad to hear you're doing okay. I'm glad to hear that you are, I'm just glad to hear that everything has been good. You have been missed. You have been, like, it's nice to see you, man. I'm so glad to see you. I'm so glad to see you come in tonight. And I know with you being busy, I hope when it comes time on Wednesday for me to go live, that you can jump in and watch then too. Because your presence is always appreciated in the streams. Whether you're just lurking, just, chilling out, or if you're like you're in the chat nonstop. So you'll always have a spot here. Well, I hope to see you, buddy. I really do, because I just, you know me, I like having people to play with. You know what I'm saying? So, real quick, actually, what I'm gonna do before we jump into that Lupa video, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go over to oh am I? Wait, what? Oh, wow. That's funny. That's hilarious, my guy. Okay. So okay. So you guys understand what I'm laughing at. One of the guys that's in, or that we play with, Kate. Yo, what's up, boss? How you doing? What's going on, buddy? If you don't know who I'm talking about, then you may not have been here for a while, or this is your first time. But Kate Upton, not the actual Kate Upton, I promise you. He is Australian. He lives in Australia, and for the alpha, he was originally not able to sign up for it because he's not in the North America. I mean, he's from Australia. He lives in Australia. It's only for North America, if I'm not mistaken, South America. So that, like, right there, bam. But somehow this man was able to bypass the he VPN or something. Something. But he bypassed the something, or like the location verifier or something like that in survey, and he's waiting for a code. I don't want to get in his game lobby. Like, I would love to play with Kate right now, don't get me wrong, but they've already said if you are not in the US, you are going to experience longer load times and possible desync and like a whole bunch of other things could happen. So, dude, it could be pretty bad. But that's awesome that he was able to at least able to get into, like, put into it, you know, because I mean, there should have always been the ability to get into it. Was he? Oh, he put an update in. Nice. Hold on one sec, chat. Hold on. Just because, one of the guys, yo, what's up, Danny? How you doing, man? Thank you for wishing me a good night. I hope you have a great night as well, and I hope to see you more, and hope to see you on Wednesday when we go live with this puppy, and we really knock this shit out of the park, dude. I am pumped. I'm pumped. Like, okay, hold on. Let me catch up in the chat here. 2300 milliseconds. 2300, dude. You're looking at fucking light years possible. Busy with school, man. It's been rough. I agree. I want to try Emma Frost or Invisible. Yes, Emma. If you are an Emma Frost, or like you want to try Emma Frost, just remember that she's got a very, very good kit. The only problem that I could see, I haven't tried her yet, is, well, the good thing is that her ult will, if I'm not mistaken, it will cancel out Invisible Woman's ult. But you got to be careful because you can get like trapped really quick. Cloak I've heard was okay. I've heard decent, still pretty decent. And Skook, nice language, love it. Studying political. Neeful, you dirty rat bastard. Political science? Ew. Ooh. Okay, have fun with that. Kidding. If you enjoy it, then please, by all means. Yeah, but you're doing ROTC, aren't you? It's just reading not that tough, but the other school curriculum is not it. My father suggested it. Mama fraud, dude. Yo, okay, hold on. The makers of Marvel, I promise you, there's some horny people, brother. Because hold on. Get away. Ooh. Why did I never listen to this one? Okay, we'll listen to it. Because, dude, the way that she looks. Okay, so like, this is her comic book, and I know comic book to, you know, animated is different. There's a lot of differences, but this is comic book. Okay, she don't look super thick there. And then you go to bam, bam, like, brother, yo, you go to this from this to the, holy good lord, what? I mean, listen, I ain't complaining, but I mean, listen, oof, I mean, look at the thickness. I'm trying to see if I can find a better picture. Let's see. Actually, there you go. That's a pretty good picture. It's not too blurred out. Bam. Oh, hey, there's nothing wrong with thick, dude. I like thick too. But Marvel, y'all be cooking. Y'all be cooking with the skins, I'm telling you. There we go. Mr. Lupo. That was okay. That was the actual interview he did. Okay. Okay. This was the actual gameplay. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me go back. Dude, I've been working. I've just been trying to survive, basically. Uprising. So I'm going back in chat real quick. I want to make sure I read everything. Listen, I will be honest with you. I am the type of streamer where I will miss things, but especially in a lull period where like I can kind of catch up, I want to try and go back, make sure I read everything, so I can kind of keep up with what's going on in chat. You know, sometimes sometimes it bothers me that I don't keep up enough. Let's see. Do. You in college? What was that? I want to see. Oh, okay. I was gonna see if Ace wanted to jump in to VC, so so we can kind of talk a little bit about Wednesday's release and stuff. But it's fine. Neat. Did you get one? Did you get a code? Tell me you got a code. Her thighs have jiggle face. Yes, they do. Oh, they wholeheartedly do. Uh, ah, dude, you're learning here. You're learning. Yeah, hey Dragoon, I saw you got your computer working, but hopefully you have no other issues, dude. Because Japanese is good with ideas, you know. Just don't call your face. It is hilarious to me that people are still upset about her. Gooners know what Gooners want. And they know what sells. You're not wrong, boss. Ace would have bet yes. I've had no access to a working laptop or PC. Oh, dude, that's rough, man. There was one day, probably about a month or two back. I thought my computer was just done. It was done, and then thankfully it was like, oh no, I'm just fucking with you, and it came back. So far, my inbox is the same. I didn't get it, so I've been crying myself to bed over every night. Hey man, I hope you guys get codes. I truly believe that you will. If not, you can live vicariously through me. So because I want to make sure I give as much gameplay as possible. Finally over a 3-week sinus infection. Ooh, dude, sinus infections suck. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. There's colds. There's like stomach bugs. There's colds. There's like all sorts of like the flu. I personally think sinus infection is the worst. The worst. Yeah, I'll jump a VC. Just for a couple minutes. Let's see. Go. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make a new channel. And we're gonna move that. Actually, right under. I'm in the marathon channel, bud. Yo, buddy, what's up? Can you hear me? Maybe. Yes. No. Bark once for if you can hear me. You're fucking weird, bud.
Thanks, man.
So no code yet.
Nah.
Damn, son.
Yeah. Well, wait. Hang on. Let me look at my email one more time. I didn't check it
Check,
today.
dude. I'm telling you, check every folder. It's gonna, and if you got one, it's gonna. And hold on, I can bring it up somewhere.
I use Yahoo. I'm old fashioned like that.
Oh, you're old fashioned like that. Gotcha.
Oh yeah.
Make sure my shit ain't about to leak out on the stream, dude.
spam.
Yeah, like check your spam, check everything. Let's see. The sender. Yeah. It's gonna be marathon the game at info.bungie.net.
Yeah. Marathon. Yeah, nope. Nothing.
Okay. Yeah, I would just continue to keep checking.
Yeah.
Even when the alpha goes live, because they have stated multiple times that they're going to be sending codes out or before and during.
Right.
So yeah. Um, Neat uses Yahoo. He getting banned.
I'm getting bad.
When you constantly have a burning decay smell, excuse me, boss. The fuck? Did I miss something here? Oh, you must be talking about. Okay.
All right. Well, to be fair, my dad made me this email when he made my Xbox account.
Oh God.
Yeah, I didn't know how any of that shit worked back then, so I just stuck with it ever since.
No, thank you. Here, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Dad, I was looking for my phone. I was like, dude, where'd my phone go? Thought I lost it. Well, I mean, I did lose it, but I found it. You said you. Spoody's like, if you're cheating if you got a code. Well, you know what then? I'm cheating, bud. Because guess what? I got one. And it tastes so good. I've even licked the code. Never mind. Oh yeah, dude, the smells. You know what always threw me was when you got sick and you can smell the phlegm. Like, not even joking, like you can smell the phlegm. It smelled like just, I don't know how to explain it. It was
Oops. Yep, there was my stomach.
What are you playing right now, bud?
Well, that division.
Ah, okay. I have to re-download it. I haven't played it in a hot minute.
I'm like sitting here like hoping that when the next DLC comes out, or like their next showcase next month, May 6th.
Is it? Well, wait, no. For Division?
Yeah.
No.
The Brooklyn DLC, they're doing a showcase of it
On the 6th?
May 6th, yeah, sorry.
Are you sure? Because that's the same day.
Yeah.
That's the same day Destiny's doing their showcase.
Really?
Yeah. Hold on, chat. We gotta investigate. I know.
Oh, it's April 23rd. That's tomorrow. Sorry. Yeah. Never mind.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh shit, chat. We're gonna have to talk about that too while we're jumping into the fucking into marathon.
Yo, these motherfuckers better add fucking
Dude,
crossplay.
These motherfuckers, like these fucking devs, man, they need to get their shit straight with their dates. You got Marathon Alpha going live tomorrow or on the 23rd. You got Division 2 Bountiful Brooklyn reveal coming on the 23rd. Then you have May 6th is Destiny or Destiny new content being showcased. Then you have September 23rd, both Borderlands and Marathon are coming out.
Mm.
Like, can you all just pick a date that's not together? But yeah, no, I will check that out. I probably won't watch it on stream, but I'll talk about
Mm.
it. Just to
Yeah.
so then we can kind of, glaze over it. Um let's see. And then
Mm.
but yeah, no, I'm excited for Division 3. That would be another really good addition to the repertoire of games.
I feel
Um
like that's just gonna be like 4 years, 3 years out.
no, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. I mean, look at Marathon. They've been working on that game for almost 7 years now.
Oh, that's very true. Yeah.
And they didn't say nothing about it until 2023.
Mm.
That was the first time they actually the first time they came out and said anything about Marathon.
That's fair.
Bungie needs to give me a code now. Dude, Spoody, if I could go and tell somebody from wherever to give you a code, I would seriously do it. Because if like I have a few people that I would say if I was able to be like, hey, just one time, I need you to do this for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be you, Neat. It would be Gribbs, Necro, Spoody. Um,
Sorry, what are we talking about?
if I was able to say something, be like, or go to somebody at Bungie, be like, hey, I need X amount of codes for these players. Like, I need
Oh,
them.
I see.
I need them. But I can't do that. I wish I could,
Right.
but I can't. Um,
Well, luckily for us, we have what's his name? He's a Bungie dev in our server. He can help us out.
no, he's not a Bungie dev anymore.
Oh, he's now he got fired. No.
No, I think no, I think he just kind of served his purpose, and then
Oh, you
he
actually know what
left.
happened? He was contributing to some. I know. I
Let's
see what happened.
we're not talking about it. We're not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Off stream. I know what the smell was. It was the oxidation of the blood on top of the infection. Yeah, dude, like still disgusting. It's a disgusting smell. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Exotic cash.
You just no pocket. You just got a ED ad. It might be trying to tell you something. Sorry, bud. It might be trying to tell you something. Are you about to head off up? Did I miss that?
Excuse me.
Yeah. Hey, listen, if you're heading out, I still appreciate you. Oh, okay, you'll be here a while. All right. Like I said, I'm probably gonna be on until about 4:15ish, 4:30. Then so I can go ahead and get ready for work. But until then, we are gonna be hanging out, enjoying ourselves.
Yeah.
What?
Like, what? You're gonna stay until you have work?
Yeah. So I originally had planned to start the stream at like 10 o'clock last night.
Mm.
Yeah, that didn't happen. I fell asleep.
Okay.
I was rubbing my wife's back, and I had every intention to get up and come out here after she fell asleep, but I fell asleep, so just didn't happen. But I'm here. I'm here nonetheless.
Yes.
I'm trapped with you.
Bah.
But yeah. So what I'm gonna do, and if Neat, if you want to jump in, so okay, real quick. If you didn't get a code, Neat, and
Yeah.
God forbid that happens. I hope you do get a code. If I need to, I will like pray to the Bungie gods. Please give my friend Needful a code and start going into old Sumerian and
Yeah,
Sanskrit trying to.
I signed up for it like 4-ish days ago, 5 days ago.
Oh yeah, and see, like I think that also has an effect as well because for me, I signed up the day of the reveal.
Oh shit!
Like,
And when did they approve you? Was it yesterday, 2 days ago?
I got mine. It was emailed to me Friday night. I didn't see it till
Mm.
Saturday morning.
Okay.
And so, but yeah, the last game I played was Helldivers. I managed to get one of my old laptops working enough to do so. So, believe it or not, uprising, the specs for this game is not horrible. If I'm not mistaken, hold on, I will look up.
I told Bungie to give me a code for because they asked you like what platform do you prefer. And you know, I want to try it on my PC this time.
You should have said
So
Xbox.
why?
Because with it being the first loot or first extraction shooter being released on console, you may have had more of a chance to get into the alpha if you did it on console because they're
You think
gonna
so?
yeah well because they're gonna
Yeah.
like with doing the alpha there's gonna be a chance for everybody to give feedback to the devs.
Right.
So if you were to do console, they more likely think from console is.
You're like think I couldn't hear what you were saying.
I was saying they're probably hold on.
You're good.
Oh no. No, my stream is saying it's reconnecting. Hold on, what happened? What happened? No, don't say that. Okay, hey, chat. Are we back? Are we back, chat? I hope so because that was weird. No, I was saying that you probably would have gotten in because they want to have as much feedback as possible, especially when it comes to the console side.
Okay.
So, because of the fact it's the first time that not only the first time there's an extraction shooter, but it's the first time a AAA studio is doing an extraction shooter on the console. So, yeah.
Mm. No, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, no, Boz. I saw because I got my YouTube live on in studio over here on this screen. I saw the connection went from experiencing issue to excellent connection, like all within a second. And then I look back and I see, and the Needful said that he didn't hear me for a second. And I look at Streamlabs and it says reconnecting. I was like, no, fuck. So, but yeah, no, I want to know who this is. I want to know what operator this is because it's bugging me. Neat. Look at my stream real quick.
Let me switch tabs here. Okay.
You see the operator in white.
On
Oh
the left
my,
side, yeah.
yeah. Do we know what faction she is, or who she is,
I think she's considered thief. She's called a thief, I think.
she's one of the two that we're not using yet, correct?
Oh, yeah, I believe so. I'm not too sure.
Huh.
I think it's thief.
Okay.
These ones are tucked in. Why aren't these ones
Yeah,
tucked
because
in?
it's not glitch, I can tell you that. And it's not, yeah, it's got to be one of the two subclasses that we're not using yet, or that we don't have info on yet. Also, Boz, if it's easier, everyone on the Twitch side, you can come over there. But if you're gonna stay here, I'll also be here. Yeah, man, Boz, if you want to stay over on YouTube, that's fine. If you want to go over to Twitch, that's fine as well. Um, of coin collecting. you almost fell into the Warhammer hole. Yeah, Uprising. You dodged a missile.
You know what I'm really concerned about, Marathon?
What's that?
Because I've seen it happen in a game like DMZ. You know, um, considering Bungie made Destiny, and Destiny has that population of players who only like PvP, who solely play PvP, and like they'll like barely or like not even touch PvP or PvE. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling like the majority of the player base is gonna like solely just focus on like PvP stuff, because I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but like I think Bungie might do some stuff that DMZ did, where like you have like there's obviously the PvP element, but there's also the PvE stuff. Like you can like raid stuff, kill bosses to like further do missions, quests to unlock upgrades for your character. But like there's like when I was playing DMZ with my group of friends, we ran into so many players who were playing the game like it was fucking battle royale. Like they didn't even give a shit about PvE shit. They just went straight just killing players and that's it. Never touched a single quest or mission. I don't just spawned in, went around to the POIs and just started killing every single player. Period.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Is that a worry that this game being a PvPvE extraction shooter? Do I think that worries me? That there are going to be people out there that are going to turn this into a like a no holds barred PvP match, essentially.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, when I played, sorry to interrupt you, but like when I played DMZ, whenever I would encounter a player, I'll fucking kill him. Like, my team always
Yeah.
kills
Oh
the
yeah,
other
yeah, yeah,
team,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like only if like they approach us while we're doing a mission or like whatever, then we'll
Mm-hmm.
actually try hard and just fucking wipe them.
Yeah,
Take
you're
their
what
shit.
I know what you're saying, because like there's people out there that they will, the only thing that they do when they drop into a BR or even an extraction shooter is they go straight for the enemy teams.
Yeah.
They don't do contracts, they don't do anything. All they do
That's
is
what I'm
just
saying.
slay out. And I get that.
Yeah.
I think with this, I also think though, if people want to treat this as a BR, they're not gonna have a good time. And
Yeah, because I
I'm
know the maps aren't as big as BR maps, but
the
they're like
maps are not as big. On
yeah.
top of that, there's a ton less players.
Mm.
Okay, because like the biggest map that they have as of right now is only gonna have 18 people, 6 squads of 3.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna what are you gonna do? You're gonna freaking
Yeah, this one.
tank everybody, and then you're just gonna you're gonna exfil and not do anything, anything
Yeah.
else. Like no, you're gonna loot. You're gonna do that kind of thing. You're gonna deal with MP or the AI. You're gonna have to play it the right way. Let's see. Hold on one second. It's going well.
I'm just really curious to see what to do with the AI as well. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Because like what like really bothered me with DMZ was, at first people were complaining that the AI, they had like aimbot and they would down you pretty easily. And then like later into DMZ's life cycle, they made it to where AI were just fucking literally obsolete. They wouldn't do shit. Like they're not something you should be like wary of. If they're there, you can easily take them out. And then I mean then again, if you were like go to like a fucking stronghold where like all of them are armored, sure, that can be pretty rough
Yeah.
at times. But like The ones that are not armored, that's just like not even like something you should consider as a threat.
I'll be honest though, I did not have fun with DMZ. It was not fun for me.
So here's the thing: did you play by yourself? Or did you play with a group?
So I primarily played by myself, but hold on.
Yep.
I did play with groups, but because because of how large the map was and how many people would spawn in DMZ, because I think if I remember correctly, the player cap was like 50 or something like that. Was I wrong?
Yeah, around so.
But because there was the problem that I had was the AI was very dense. There was a lot of AI.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which in some cases was good, but like if you say you went after a stronghold, okay,
Yeah.
and you pushed it solo, which was entirely possible. But say you go after the stronghold and then you're like, dude, this is just too much. I need to back off for a minute. Maybe I'll come back.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I need to go loot a little bit more. I need some more plates, whatever the case may be. Dude, the AI would literally follow you to the ends of the earth. Like,
Yeah.
I would go across the map and I still have some random fucking NPC AI dude still following me, even though he hasn't seen me in the last 15 minutes. Like, and
Yeah.
that was kind of fucked.
Yeah, they could have done a better job on that aspect.
Yeah.
One thing that I really, well, like for me, like when I first started playing DMZ, I was playing solo.
Mm-hmm.
And I was curious because it was my first extraction, shooter I played. I like couldn't get into Tarkov because I didn't have a good enough PC.
Yeah, no, I'm in the same boat.
Right now, I could probably play because I have a 4070 Super. I think it should hold up pretty well. I haven't tapped into it yet, but like, what was I saying? I really hope Bungie does, because I'm pretty sure they mentioned how there's going to be like some raid mechanics or puzzles and stuff you have to like do.
Yes.
The other stuff. That stuff I'm really looking forward to because with like DMZ, aside from like you being in like the open, like outside, like I think like halfway through Modern Warfare 2 it was when DMZ came out. Yeah, Modern Warfare 2.
Mm-hmm.
They added this bunker you can access, which puts you like in a different like map, like after like you spawn in the first area. And like what I really liked about it was like once you enter this like maze after the first initial area, and there's like 5 or 7 blast doors you can open, but what you would need is a car battery, and what is it called? It's like a pliers or some shit. I forgot what it's called. 8 pliers. They attach to each door to open, and each door had its like special little area, and like this one area that was pretty big. If you had like this like purple light or whatever, you can like look around for like numbers to like open this like safe and get a diamond drill. It's like stuff like that I really fucking like, while also like seeing if there's players nearby sneaking in shit. That stuff I really like.
Well, and so like not only am I excited, and real quick, I'm actually gonna hit on something that Boz said, because so what Boz said, and he's in the YouTube chat, but he says the cheater factor is the biggest concern. I know they talked about it, but they still have not removed them in D2 still. So Boz, one thing that I will say is that is a concern of mine as well, because of the fact that we have had experience with Bungie doing the whole with the whole cheater thing. I will say Bungie is, as far as D2 is concerned, is getting better, because they're no longer gonna be manually banning people. It's going to be a system thing that's banning people. You can appeal it, but it's going to be a systematic thing. Now, the thing that Bungie is doing with this game that's different than Destiny now is a free-to-play game. Destiny now, and a lot of people forget this, damn it, is a free-to-play game. All you gotta do is Oh, I got banned. Okay, same thing with Warzone. They did the same thing with Warzone. All they got to do is make a new account. It takes them 10 minutes to make a new account and make make a new account, make a new player. Maybe 30 minutes to run some missions, get some more loot, and then you can go back in. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with D2. And D2 and Warzone and Fortnite and all that. With this game, and the reason why they're making it paid is because of the cheater issue. Because if it was another free-to-play game, they would run into the same issue that all these other free-to-play games are running into. They will play, or all they got to do is be like, oh, got banned. Okay, let me go make this other account. Done. Oh, I'm back in the game. Fuck it. I'm gonna be a fucking cheater all day. You know, they've never touched grass. They live in their mom's basement and they haven't fucking seen the light of day probably 15 years. So that I will say, yes, I am concerned about how well the hold on. Give me one sec. I am concerned with how it's going to be when it comes to cheaters. But overall, I have... This is going to sound like really bad copium real quick, but I have faith in Bungie that they know what they're doing with making... with this game. If the cheating gets bad enough, then it will definitely have to be addressed. And we'll go from there. But let's hope, let's pray that it's not gonna happen. Let's just say that.
Dude, you know it'd be really funny? Well, actually be pretty annoying too. Like, you know how Bungie, like, I don't want to say they're soft, but they're kind of soft when it comes to toxicity, right? What if, like,
are you about to talk about proc chat?
No, not Proctat. Like, what if I don't think Bungie's gonna do it, but if they do, I think it'd be like a disaster. What if, like, it comes to a point where Bungie makes it to where there'll be a grace period to where you can start killing other players because it gets so toxic when it comes to, like...
Technically, you kind of already can.
What do you mean? And
I'll explain it. Give me 1 second though. No pocket. Have faith in Bungie. Yep, it's already cooked. Boz, no, they put trials behind a paywall to counteract that a while back. Yet they still have them. You need the latest expansion to play. True, you need the latest expansion, but I'm gonna give you my my take on this. All right, because now I haven't played Trials in a couple weeks, but I will say I have seen less cheaters now versus let's say episode 1. And I say that because, dude, episode 1, because that's when I was like super Trials heavy. Dude, episode 1, I was seeing cheaters all the fucking time. Now, are they there? Sure, but nowhere near as bad. Am I saying that should be the case? No, but I will say it at least is a step in the right direction. You're never going to be able to catch them all. Okay, you can have some of the best stuff out there, but you're not going to catch them all. You can catch majority of them though. But to circle back, what was it you said? Neat. What was it?
Them adding a grace period before you can start killing players.
Oh, so technically, in a sense, you can, because what you can do is, like, say you have a map where there's a lightning storm going on. What you can do is you can bait the fuck out of them. So you throw like a health pack or something like that, and right in a pool where like the crackling is happening right before a lightning strike, and if your teammate picks it up and then gets hit by the lightning, it could kill them. It can down them.
Okay.
So I mean, you could bait the shit out of them.
Mm.
So just, I mean, listen, if they fall for it, they fall for it, and I'm gonna put it to the test.
Dude, I
So,
don't know about you, but that the tank runner
uh-huh.
looks like a fucking titan, dude.
Oh, I
From like the
know,
short
I
video, a straight
know.
up titan.
Yo,
Literal titan wearing the armor from Lightfall, literally Lightfall.
I agree. I agree.
Man, I was like, what the hell?
What the hell? We're the hell is this? Okay, get rid.
I got class in like 4 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. It's for the it's like army class.
Oh, yeah, because you're in ROTC still, right?
I'm sorry.
You're in ROTC?
ROTC?
ROTC? ROTC.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But it's like not even hard because like literally like the curriculum isn't different each year. It's the same shit because they just want to like reinforce a lot of like stuff
Mm-hmm.
that you learn at the beginning. Like, oh, you can't do. You need to learn. You need to learn how to do land nav. We're gonna teach you how to do land nav. Every semester, they go back to the basics. Like, okay, this is where you start. How you calculate your azimuth, all this shit, you know.
Boz, did you get into
But then
into
they'll
the
like
alpha, bud?
this semester they well, one thing that they did
Fuck
change
off.
was them adding how to write op words and stuff. That was a little confusing. That's a lot of shit. I'm not gonna lie.
What's that?
Op word,
Oh yeah, yeah.
like how to write one properly and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Oh, wait till you learn how to do a 9-line.
9-line medevac. I
Yeah.
actually have one in my patrol cap. So
Oh yeah.
each line, yeah.
I think. Hold on.
I was told I should have one at all times.
Yes, you should. I can show you what I got. I actually carry one in my wallet.
Oh really?
Hold on. See if it should still be in here. Dude, I still got a bunch of shit. I still got my rifle cards.
Oh, shit.
Where is it? Oh no. What happened to it? No, I had a card that okay, there's my challenge coin. There's that. There it is. Okay, I found it. It's a and it's worn out to shit. I honestly need to make a new one. But it's a missed report. It's a mechanism it's an injury report. And I'm gonna show you real quick to camera. Hold on, I'm gonna go full camera quick. So, chat, if you've ever seen one of these, I highly suggest to get to get something like this, to put it in your wallet, keep one in your car, in all your cars, all that kind of stuff. And like I said, this one's pretty worn. I've had it for a long time. But what it is, yeah. And you can use it for like tourniquets, you can, all that kind of stuff. So if anything ever happens, you have a way of reporting it to, like, say somebody gets a really bad laceration on their arm and you got to tourniquet it. You can use this instead of writing directly on the person. You can use this to write down, what time you put the tourniquet on. If you know how to do blood pressure, or like take someone's vitals, blood pressure, that kind of thing, you can write that down. You can write down, what happened, name, phone number, blood type, all that. And then on the missed report side, it's you have the mechanism of injury, so what kind of injury or how the injury happened. the type of injury, so amputation, avulsion, bleeding, burn, yada yada yada. Signs, make sure that bleeding is minimal or massive, airways clear or not, pulse is radial or not, strong, steady, weak, rapid, skin is warm and moist or cold and clammy, pupils are constricted, dilated, or normal, breathing is labored, normal, or absent. And then you can give them an indicator, like a color indicator. So red is immediate. It's immediate attention needed now. Delayed is green. Expectant is blue. Minimum is white. But I highly suggest getting one of these. These are. This could save somebody's life. Not even joking. And I joke about, I joke about things like, dark humor sometimes, but when it comes to stuff like that, where it's something that I highly suggest. So, but and then I don't know if I've ever showed this off. This is actually my my battery or my unit challenge coin, which it's nice. It's got a bottle opener. I mean, why not? Fuck it. Listen, I'm an alcoholic on top. Well, an ex-alcoholic. I don't really drink that much anymore. But I was also, Marine Corps dude, we're formed in a bar. Why wouldn't our challenge coin have a goddamn bottle opener on it? All right, chat. One thing, guys. One thing I want to talk about is, one thing I want to do. I have my notes open, my notepad. I want y'all to give me some things that we're gonna look for. Actually, you know what? We're gonna hold off on doing this till tomorrow. We're gonna do this tomorrow. Well, tonight, whatever you want to say. The tank is a prismatic Titan copy paste. You're not wrong. Yeah, I can see that. Waiting till the beta. Want to play something closer to the actual game. Okay, I can understand that. See, the way I'm looking at it is, I really wanted to be part of the alpha because of the fact that it gives it kind of, playing the alpha then playing the beta, we're gonna see a large difference, and I want to be a part of that. I'm really excited. Show the credit card for no reason. Duh, man. I was gonna go ahead and let you spend the couple of dollars that I have in there.
You know what I think would be cool? What if they had a pool, not just for influencers, but for participants, just fans to play the pre-alpha, where they don't even have textures on the blocks.
So they actually had playtesters go out, and one of the maps, it's actually going to be the marathon ship. They had people playtest that, and the version that they playtested literally was nothing. There was no texture. It was just blocks.
Jesus.
But they said it was probably the most fun they've ever had. Because supposedly the marathon ship is actually it's what they said is gonna be very close to raid mechanic heavy. But we're not getting that on release. Supposedly that is gonna happen. We're gonna get that map after release. So, yeah.
Wait, when is Marathon release again?
September 23rd.
Okay. Luckily for me, my schedule's gonna be pretty light next semester. Should be chilling.
Dude, I've already told people that I work with. I'm like, I'm not gonna be here the 23rd. I'm telling you that. September 23rd, I'm off.
Yeah.
I'll put in time. I don't give a fuck. Shit, I told them tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm probably not gonna be, or Thursday, I may be a little late to work.
Nice.
Yeah, well, trust me. Everybody that needs to know knows that I'm probably gonna be running late. But But yeah, no, dude. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'm excited, and it's not even because of hold on one second. The ship was 2 Doom levels put together in the original game. I do remember that. Supposedly, they have expanded on that exponentially. So keep that in mind. My and this could be a big ask, but my biggest thing is I want if the marathon ship is like their version of a raid, I want it to be kind of like how raids are in Destiny, where they are very lore rich. They are the encounters with AI are not impossible, but they're difficult. You know, I don't want it to. I don't want AI to just be pushovers. And by what I saw in the playtest that they showed for the reveal, the AI are definitely not pushovers. And so, by what I was seeing, and by what a lot of people that have played it already, that have made videos, the AI, unless you are like kitted out to the gills, you got all the, you know, all your gear, you know, you're set. I've heard that the AI can be pretty devastating up until like near end game content. So, which I'm okay with that. I want the AI to hit like a truck. I want to sit there and be fighting to an extent. I don't want them to be so overpowered you can't even like. I don't want. Here's how I can put it. In D1, in the Cosmodrome, there were certain enemies when you first loaded in for the first time. If you tried killing them, you would die every time.
Fucking question marks.
Yes. Remember those? Remember how fucking frustrating it was because you had to get past them and you couldn't because they would chase you until the end of time?
Dude, oh my god, I remember the first time I encountered them was on the moon, going into the summoning pits. Those fucking 3 knights were guarding the door. I was like, why the fuck can I kill these things?
Yeah.
I kept saying immune.
Now,
Like, oh, shit.
I want them to be difficult and almost as difficult as that, but not as difficult. So, I think Bungie knows what they're doing when it comes to making a game that has AI and player interactions. So I'm hoping that they know what they're doing with this.
Oh shit. That's clever. Look at that. There you go.
All right, no, neat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and so I finished off last stream with watching one of Dr. Lupo's videos and kind of critiquing and giving my thoughts and kind of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. I may mute you.
You're good.
And then after the video, I can unmute and we can kind of discuss kind of thing. But it's also something I want to go through with chat as well. Yeah. So, just so you know, if you see that I'm like muting or if I'm muted, that's probably why. I mean, you might have my stream pulled up. I don't know. So
I do, as a matter of fact.
Oh, perfect. So then you can kind of listen to what I'm saying, and then after we're done, after the video's done, we kind of have a discussion.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but yeah, just wanted to let you know.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Oh shit! Pirate Software's on.
What's that?
Hold on. Everything you need to know about Marathon's closed alpha. Well then. Where I thought I had it. Okay, we'll do this. Dr. Lupo. I'm gonna tickle Neat. I know he reading this.
Who said that?
No, fucking no
Bro, I
pocket.
swear, no pocket. I swear to God. Don't make me, bro. Don't make me.
Oh, he gonna do it. He gonna tickle them feet, boy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna mute, and then I'll be back.
Yeah, go for it.
Yep. All right, chat. We're gonna go ahead and go through Lupo's video here. Well, after this ad, hold on. We're gonna go through. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna have kind of give our opinions and stuff like that. I am gonna start from the beginning, just so then we can kind of go from there. And listen, one more thing because I think it is needed. Lupo is one of the original. He's one of the OG Destiny players. He is, Mr. Playtest himself, to be honest, in my opinion. On top of that, super, super well adept when it comes to extraction shooters. So if you don't know Dr. Lupo, make sure you go over to his channel, check out the videos, check out the content that he makes. He streams, if I'm not mistaken, he streams every day, and he like right now, he is a Tarkov run heavy guy. Like he runs Tarkov, I think, almost every day, unless he has some other, something else planned. So yeah, more console, anyone? I do watch more console every once in a while. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. Like I said, make sure you go over there, check out Dr. Lupo. He definitely would appreciate your time. And then on top of that, he, it's yeah. Oh, it helps if I unmute. You know what I'm saying?
It is true. I went to Bungie and I played some more Marathon. This is first off. This is not an ad. I just want to make sure it's super clear. I get to show you some of the highlighted moments of the footage that they let us capture, specifically on day 2 of this trip. And I've been involved with this game over the course of like 5 or 6 trips now, over the last 5 or 6 years. I think actually the first time that I had heard anything about it was 7 years ago. So take all
chat. The fact that he has been working on, and this is why I like watching this, or watching his gameplay, and watching listening to what he says about Marathon. He has no, dang, no pocket. Calm down, boss. Now, the reason why I like watching Dr. Lupo when it comes to Marathon is because the fact that he is one of the few players that has as much experience and has had so much to do with the way the gameplay actually is for this game. So I'll be honest with you, when someone says something, I'm like, you know what? I need to go check with Dr. Lupo, see if that's actually true, because I don't know if it is. But if Dr. Lupo says it, I believe it. Because, dude, Lupo is, he is a very down-to-earth person, and he tells it straight up. Just off the rip. Hey, neat. Careful there, bud. But yeah, like, he is one of the few streamers out there that if he doesn't like something, he's gonna tell you. He will tell you straight up, I don't like this. I think this is garbage. I think this is ridiculous, and I don't like it. And I can wholeheartedly appreciate that.
all that into account. Obviously, as a content creator, I can give my input and my responses and give opinions, but I'm not a developer. I don't know the ins and outs, the complexity of what they're doing, so just do me a favor, keep that in mind, okay? Probably wondering, what is Marathon? It is Bungie's take on an extraction.
Real quick, I want to see something. I didn't take a look at this in the beginning. This is actually right here. This is Lupo. But so by the looks of it, shotgun. That looks like a submachine gun by chance. Maybe AR, and then you got your sniper. That, if I'm not mistaken, is a scout rifle. That may be. So a general backpack value high. Oh shit. Oh, damn. Damn. So it looks like they kind of give you a little bit of a option to see what your teammates are bringing in. Now, I don't know if you're able to see what everybody else is, or what everybody else has. But as of right now, you kind of get to see a little bit of what people have. So yeah.
Shooter in a futuristic setting, borrowed, reimagined, rebooted from a 90s series of games, a trio of games that Bungie made specifically for Mac at the time. That was, I believe when it was originally created, was the first FPS on PC to use a mouse to be able to aim. You used to have to use, I believe, the arrow keys back in my day, because I'm old. But it is
Back in my day, because I'm old.
version of the extraction shooter genre that has kind of exploded. So I think Bungie took an opportunity to say, we can do that too. Let's go ahead and try it. You play in a trio. There's PvE and PvP elements across the entire game. You're doing tasks, or in this case, contracts for different factions. There are UESC AI mobs, robots all over the place that are trying to keep you from digging into the leftovers of the colony from the Marathon ship. And there's going to be a ton of lore that they, I'm sure when release happens, that will be all over the game, because that's kind of what Bungie does. It is a hero shooter as well. In the alpha that we played, there are 4 different runners to play as, and each runner has different abilities, and they are very reminiscent.
Iconic Reaper. Did I get the code? I did get a code, buddy. I did. If you have not got a code, or if you're still checking, make sure you check every inbox you have, whether that's the junk folder, the important folders, every folder. I'm telling you, because I whitelisted mine, or the Marathon email, to be careful. I whitelisted the Marathon email so that it could be pushed as important to my primary folder, but it still ended up going to my junk folder. Not gonna lie, I didn't look too much into the gameplay when it was released, but I'm loving all the similarities with DMZ. So am I. I love the way the gameplay looks, and then on top of that, the fact that there's gonna be there's gonna be environmental hazards. There's gonna be the weather systems on the maps are gonna be changing, or are gonna change from game to game. The AI are gonna have, they're gonna hit a little bit harder. There's gonna be rooms that are trapped, and that with poison gas or toxic gas or whatever, or trip mines, or stuff like that. I think that's gonna be awesome. I love that concept. I love little booby traps and little mechanics you gotta figure out on the fly.
Of other games you may or may not have played. I got strong Delta Force combined with Apex vibes from the way that the game handles and plays. The other side of that, though, is this game comes with a bunch of different modifiers for the way that your runner will handle. You have a shield, you've got cores, you have implants that change the way that your character moves, and how long they can do certain things like sprint and stuff like that. And you have a backpack that you can expand. But you also have a mod system for all of the weapons that you find that does change the rarity of the weapon as you put better and better mods in. There are mods that change the way the weapons fire. At a certain point, the first day, we found a railgun mod that shot the railgun into 2 bursts instead of single shot, which was pretty nasty. I believe partway through, I have a mod on a double barrel shotgun that I'm running that every time you...
Hey, Jesse James, thank you for the follow, man. I truly appreciate it. Dude, we're growing this community. If you're in stream right now and you haven't followed, make sure you follow the channel. Okay, follow the channel over here on Twitch. If you can, go over to YouTube. We're trying to hit 500 subs over there, okay? 500 subs, so we heard I had codes. Shit, I wish I had codes, bud. I wish I could, dude. If I was able to, I wish I could give out every code possible. I will say I did sign up to be a Marathon creator. Okay, so if I can get that, I might be able to give out some codes. Maybe. I don't know. But I want to try to get people codes if possible. And trust me, as soon as I'm able to give codes out, I will let you guys know. I will, and this is, it's weird to say because I'm a primarily Destiny player, Destiny heavy player, but Marathon is literally taking over every thought process that I have all day, every day. And I'm excited. That's how excited for this game I am. So I know the past couple streams have really been Marathon heavy, been talking about it, not even gameplay on my end, but I'm showing gameplay, I'm talking about it, answering questions, stuff like that. If you have any questions, I will answer to the best of my ability. I have not played the game, but I will answer it to the best of my ability. Now, I will say, if you did get a code and you're going into the alpha, understand that this is not the finished game. Okay, I'm going to say that now. Iconic Reaper, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate you, bud. I appreciate it very, very highly. But yeah, understand this is not a finished game. Okay, so if you do get a chance to get into the alpha, take it at face value. Take it as it is. Don't judge it based off of it, thinking it's a full game, because it is not. If I'm not mistaken, with the alpha, I think we're only going to get one map by what they said, but who knows? They may drop a second map for us to kind of jump into. But I'm going to tell you, I know the past month or so, my streams have been kind of, I haven't been streaming a ton. But I will say for this, dude, I'm probably going to be streaming every day. Any videos I need to edit, everything, it's going to turn to Marathon very quickly. And I do plan on streaming every day, whether that's only for a couple hours or like Fridays and Saturdays or days that I have off. I'm going to be streaming for like Wednesday. I plan on getting on at like 9 o'clock. I don't plan on going to bed. Just saying. I will play till I have to go to work, because I'm that excited. So, but yeah, we're gonna really hit this heavy and hard when it comes to playing this game. So, but I will, to end the rant, make sure you go over to the YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button over there. I do stream on YouTube as well. Like right now, I am live over there. So make sure you hit the like button on the stream so that we can get more people to come in and check out the stream, check out the channel, so we can grow the community. I want to grow this community tenfold, if possible, this year. I want to make this the best community on the planet, on the platforms out there. Okay, let's do that. I want to get this, and not just for myself, but for you guys, because you guys are the community. You're the viewer, and I want you to be here to experience this, and I want you to feel like you're a part of something, whether that's a minor role or a large role. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get back into the video. Something that I before I do hit the play button again, though, something I wanted to kind of touch on. I love the UI. The UI looks, well, I shouldn't say feels because I haven't tested it out, but it looks very, very clean and crisp in my opinion. It's not super bogged down with a ton of different things. You have very, very clear and concise UI system here. Like you got your chips, you got your backpack, you got whatever you're looting is here. You got your weapons, mods here, or your cores, implants, shield, equipment. Looks great. Give a code and you will follow. Man, like I said, if I could give a code, I would. I would love to, man. It devastates me, the fact that this is not, like, I really wish this was an open alpha, but it's not. I think when they announced that it was or that they're taking the NDA away, they should have made it open. I understand why they didn't, but they should have. But this is a playtest, not necessarily for the masses. This is so that they can. This playtest is more so that they can try and, almost like a damage check for the. It auto blocked it. What are you talking about? Oh no! This guy is. Hold on. This ain't fucking happening. You get the hell out of here. I got that uncomfortable blah 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 person. That's weird. I don't know why it did or why it made that happen. But yeah, so I think if you think about it, the closed alpha, it's almost like a damage check or like an encounter in a raid where you have to, it's not necessarily that the encounter is difficult, but you have to put out an exorbitant amount of damage to get through it to get the clear. I kind of think that's how this alpha playtest is. It's more of a check to the systems and to the servers to kind of see how well the servers are going to be able to handle players. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember, these are going to be dedicated servers for Marathon, but this is going to be the first time that they're going to have a mass amount of people that are not just devs and in-house playtesters. This is going to be the first time that it's going to be rolled out to the public. So they want to make sure that the servers are going to be good. Now I will say with beta, dude, beta is going to be interesting. But I think the beta is going to run either between somewhere in July, maybe even August is when the beta is going to come out and are going to roll out to everybody. So I think that'll be interesting. That'll be a good time. But until then, we kind of have to go off of this. Now, I will say, if you have any suggestions, and I'm gonna get the notepad out tomorrow. But if you have any suggestions on things to look for, things to try, things to, that if you see something during the gameplay and you want me to make a note of it, so I can push it to the devs to kind of give them my opinion on. Let me know, and I will either have myself or I will write it down, or No Pocket or somebody will write it down, so that we can make sure we give feedback. Because that's the other thing what the alpha is for. It's for feedback. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and jump back into this. I love the UI. I love the color palettes. I love the way that things move around. I think this will be very, very interesting.
Damage with it. I get a little bit of a speed boost for a little bit of time, which does make gap closing pretty easy. So there's a lot of different things that go into this. It is going to seem overwhelming at first. Do yourself a favor, slow it down. A lot of it you can probably figure out pretty easily as you watch. I'll do my best to kind of explain and talk over certain things as we go through. And my hope here is that you just enjoy the video. I've got high hopes for the potential of this game. I think that if Bungie sticks to what they do best while still embracing the hardcore nature of what extraction shooters or the player base for extraction shooters typically look for, I think they have a hit on their hands. And they definitely have a different aesthetic than I think any other extraction shooter out right now. I mean, when you see it yourself, they have an identity that I think stands out in a big way. And I had a ton of fun. Granted, it was just a day and a half roughly this time around. Only got really maybe 10 hours of playtime. I could see the vision that they have, and I desperately hope that it does well. Just
okay, real quick. So he hit on the play or the way it plays and the way it looks. Something that I want to make sure I talk about is there are people that are out there, whether they are big into extraction shooters, or they're big content creators in general, like Asmongold, Tim the Tatman. I mean, Lupo. You got people all walks of life that are looking at this game. Okay, there's a lot of eyes on this game right now. A lot of people, the issue that they had was the art style that they went with, they wanted to push in this game. I even as much or went. I would say I even saw people go as far as saying that the art style or the game is forgettable. I highly disagree. That is not even just me trying to glaze. That's not me trying to disprove anybody, but I will say this game is not forgettable. The art style alone makes this game unforgettable because there's not another game out there with this type of art style. The closest thing that I can think of is Apex, because Apex has the very colorful environment, very very saturated surroundings. But I would never say that this game is unforgettable. Like, the art style is what makes this game, I'll be honest. But on top of that, you can definitely see where people look at it and be like, oh, that looks very Apex ish, or like, just in general. I think the average person may, of course everybody has their opinion, but I think the average person is either going to like this game or not like this game, just like any game out there. But I also feel that Bungie, because so like with Destiny 1, Bungie, yes, they wanted people to play the game, they wanted people to enjoy the game, but at the same time, the difficulty of the game made it to where some people just didn't like it, because there were a lot of difficult sections that people had problems getting through, especially by themselves. I feel that Bungie is, yes, making this extraction shooter accessible to everybody, but on the same token, they are also kind of going back to their roots and making it to where it is difficult in areas, and if it's not for you, it's not for you. Sorry about it. We understand that we want you to at least try it, but if it's not for you, it's not for you. And we hope you can find something that is more your speed, your style. You know what I'm saying? I do feel that this game will also kind of hit the nail, hit that itch for battle royale players, for extraction shooter players, for PvE content heavy players. I think it's going to check the box for a lot of people. So we'll have to wait and see, but I think, and I agree with Lupo, and this could be the copium train that I'm riding, but I think this game has a large potential of being something very, very good. Do I think it's going to be Fortnite level success? I don't know. But I think it's going to be a success either way. As long as, like you said, as long as Bungie does what Bungie does best when it comes to looter shooters, and just make it good. Make it really good. That's the biggest thing. So
it's like any other game that I'm.
Oh, yeah. Also, if you have anything that you want me to try and go over, if you have anything that any questions, please do not hold back on them. Let me know. Ask the question. I live by the philosophy of the dumbest question is the question that's not asked. Ask your questions. I have no problem answering, even if it's what color is the sky. I'll tell you. I may call you. I may be like, okay, dude, I need you to go outside and look up real quick. But I'm gonna answer your question. I have no problem with that. Hey, the sky right now, the sky is black because it's dark. But see, there you go. I answer questions. But if you have a question, whether it's about this or it's about myself, about my stream, whatever the case may be, let me know. I will try and answer it. I will do the best I can to answer any questions that you have.
I'm given the opportunity to go out and go check out. So thank you, Bungie, for that opportunity. But anyway, the story or lore follows the end of Marathon Infinity, in which you are a runner sent down to try and scrap anything that is left from the colony on Tau Ceti 4, with the Marathon ship in orbit smashed through the moon. But you are down there scrapping together anything you can, and the UESC is trying to stop you. That's the AI robots you see us fighting all over the place, and some emotion to what you were. I went into originally thinking was like soulless husks of androids, and they're really not. They did a good job with giving you the feeling like you are actually someone. You're just being downloaded into a body temporarily. So I understood what they were trying to get at. The weapon system in the game is actually quite interesting. So it seems like everything starts at gray, and as you
real quick, so something with the UI. Here we go. Stream go boom. Oh, we back. Am I dropping frames like really bad? What in the fuck, dude? Why is it disconnecting so bad? I don't understand. So, okay. Died thinking, okay, that's so weird. I don't get why I did that. But it's okay. We're back. We're back. We're here. So something that I want to talk about real quick. It's kind of faint right now. Let me see if I can back it up a little bit.
Trying to get at.
Hold on one second.
Weapon system in the game
maybe.
So it seems like everything starts at gray.
Okay, right here. So something that I did, I had somebody actually ask me about it. It wasn't even on stream. It was actually at work. Somebody, because me and him were talking about it, and he kind of didn't understand the system, and I had to explain it to him. But if you didn't know, so this game does have something. It's almost to the same effect of a stamina system, but it's called heat. It's called heat because the fact that and the reason they called it the heat system is because of the fact that you are a bio-cybernetic being. Okay. So this red bar right here, so normally you have like a stamina bar in some games, whether that's Extraction or like Tarkov or Apex or Fortnite, whatever the case may be. This is tied to your movement abilities. So the more you sprint or dash or dodge or whatever the case may be, this bar will fill up. Okay, originally it'll be orange, and then as time goes on, the more you use of the faster movements, it'll fill up. It'll get all the way to the end. You're heading to bed, Uprising. All right, man. I appreciate you coming back. It was nice seeing you again. I hope to see more of you. Make sure you come in on Wednesday night. Be here because, dude, it's going down. It is going down, bud. But yeah, so right here, once you get to the end, you're gonna be all heated out. Okay, you're gonna be overheated, and then you gotta wait till it drops back down to not try, do. Hey man, if you can make it, I would be truly appreciative of it. If I said that right. But yeah, so once you gotta let it cool down, and then once it cools down all the way, then you can start using your faster movements again. Okay, there are going to be cores and mods and chips to be able to help you, whether it is to use less heat when using movements, or like if I'm not mistaken, there's a mod where you can you can do a third jump to kind of help, and it doesn't use as much heat, that kind of thing. So there are ways to kind of mitigate the heat usage, but that is what this bar is for. So keep that in mind.
Okay. And as you put mods into into the mod slots on each weapon, some of them I think have 3 slots, some have 4. You're not only adjusting the way that the gun handles, looks, and feels, or like the ability to zoom, but you're also increasing the rarity and adjusting the stats. And I do want to point out, if at any point during the video you do see me pull up the stats for a gun, like the range is literally just, that's the range. It's not like Destiny where you have to look at the weapon type and then the frame and then know what that stat range, what does 100 range mean for a shotgun versus 100 range for a sniper. They're 2 different things. In this, it felt like they were giving you just a direct, this is the number. I think the only caveat to that, so the guns do that, but if you look at the bottom left below the picture, there are stats down there that are adjusting like speed and your regen for your heat or your stamina, that kind of thing. Those numbers are a little less specific. I equate them very similarly to the Destiny stats, is you kind of have to just know. I don't know if there's breakpoints like there is in Destiny, like every 10. It didn't feel like it. This felt just like it was, raw numbers. But you do kind of have to pay attention to what's going on down there. But the weapon system I thought was kind of sick, with one exception. During the alpha that we played, you could not remove mods. You could overwrite them, but if you got
see, I think this is. I hope they change this, because I think this. Yeah.
So at no point during that, and I did make a suggestion to say, hey, the toss-up that they're looking for is they don't want the economy to just snowball into bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger all the time. Tarkov has durability, and if you lose a thing and it wasn't insured, it's just gone, right? In this, if somebody, if somebody picks your gun up and gets out with it, it just stays forever. So there's 2 kind of things going on. One is if a weapon switches hands enough times, it gets marked as scrap, and when you go to loot it from somebody that you may have killed, you just get the value in credits instead. It breaks it. The other thing that I had suggested was, let us pull 1 mod off of a gun. Let's say I find a shotgun and a purple mod, and I want to stick the
hold on 1 second, no pocket.
The chip that I have on my double barrel in this video. Make it so I can rip the chip out, but it destroys the gun and everything else on it. Something to give the player an opportunity for choice when it comes to looting stuff from other players. If I see someone with with like a blue scope and I want that, but they also have a purple that I already have, maybe at that point I'm trying to choose, do I take a copy of the purple mod that I already have, but it's going to break everything else, including the scope I want? Do I take the scope and chuck the purple mod, knowing that I just want the scope? That kind of thing, I think, gives the player an opportunity for complex choice instead of just gun have purple or gold, keep. That felt not as good. They very much do. They lean into the 2-weapon system, primary, secondary. I was running a DMR and a double barrel shotgun on Locust, which seemed to feel real good. But there were all sorts of different weapon setups that'll work. The other thing you have to keep in mind, too, is when you start getting gold mods, which I didn't see any during either day, weapon mods specifically, but when you do get a gold, the way that it was described to us was this will change the way that they use it. Maybe it's a sniper mod or something like that. Or maybe you want to play a freight train, and you play Locust, and you just fly at people, which I very much enjoyed.
So I hope, and I know I paused it right here, but I will say, I hope that they do make it to where the mods are not necessarily whatchamacallit. I hope that they make it to where the attachments, you can actually pull attachment, or like, almost like how DMZ is. Because with DMZ you're able to put attachment on, or not DMZ, like Apex. You can take attachments on weapons and then take them off. I hope they do make it like that, even if there is kind of like a degrading system where, if you take this, like what he said, if you take this mod, this gold scope off of this weapon, you can take that scope, but it will degrade everything else. It'll destroy everything else. Because then, like he said, you do get more of a player choice. You get to choose on how you want to go about it. Do you want to just take the whole weapon, or do you want to just take the scope or the magazine or the stock or whatever the things are? I do think that would be more. I think that would be a better system than just having it to where you can't take things off of weapons and switch things out. I think that'd be kind of a bad choice to do. So,
weapon system is complicated and customizable in a way that I expect builds to be set up around them. I think they need to make the mods removable. At a cost is fine. If it's destroy the gun, something like that, I think it's still worth it. Because as is right now, you're getting pigeonholed into one weapon if you get a good mod on it. You're like, well, I don't really want to run the shotgun anymore, but it does have the gold, and that's pretty sick. I was going to go long range, but I guess I'll keep this thing. And that doesn't feel as good, in my opinion. But we'll see. The game has a number of consumables. There's, shield and health regen, just like Apex, where there's heals and segments and stuff like that. But there's also some modifiers that come with little buff items. There was one that makes it harder to target, and it kind of scrambles the visuals around you. I like that one a lot. There are a couple that remove debuffs and give you temporary buffs to the stats that mitigate those.
Okay. Real quick, what does the damage range mean? Or what does the range mean? Like, damage drop off or deadass, it won't touch. So the range that's gonna be how far out, you're gonna be able to actually hit them. Once I think with this, it's going to be a little bit different. I don't know exactly how they're going to run it, but we'll see. Okay, I'm going to head to sleep. I got to be flying in 5 hours. I need sleep. Definitely, man. Get some sleep. Get some sleep. If I don't talk to you before I get on tomorrow, be safe. Let me know how the flight goes. Just be careful. I don't want you getting hurt or nothing. So please be careful. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. We'll see you. So, like I said, be careful. All right.
There is a self-res. There is the Phoenix Kit style item where you full heal your HP and shield. They also have modifiers for
yeah. Hey, be careful, bud. Be careful. Stay safe and good luck. Because I've been told landing it's a whole new monster. It's a lot more difficult than we think. So
buff items that you're going to end up seeing. If you get a cardio kick, you can run for so long.
Hands-on programs for hands-on people.
Bastard.
ECP.
There are some very good, very reliable buff consumables that when this bad boy comes out and during alpha playtest, you're going to see me abusing a lot because they're really good. Contract system, the game, there are going to be 6 factions, each with a priority contract slot. Priority contracts are like the story missions that drive the narrative of the game, in which hopefully for this, there is a narrative that is ever present for the player, even if you skip past every intro video, because each faction has like an AI that is assigned to it that you communicate with, and they do introduce each of them as if they have their own identity, which I thought was pretty cool. But as you're running these contracts, the priority ones are story missions. The additional ones, the secondary contracts, are picked up by exfilling with a contract item from a run, and then it like adds one of those to whatever faction it belongs to, like New Caloric or Traxxas, that kind of thing. And then you can choose to do those instead of a priority contract if you don't have any, or if you just want to grind rep for a certain faction, you can do that. And as you level the rep up, it unlocks additional black market pieces and potential upgrades that you can buy by turning in, we'll call them barter items and credits. You are buying things like the ability to buy green backpacks, expanded backpack from a vendor. So in order to get access to those, you do priority contracts to move the story forward, and you do the secondary contracts to basically buff your faction rep. But you can currently, in the alpha that we played, only have one contract at a time. Unlike Tarkov, where right now I have probably 500 tasks to do. You pick one and you kind of just focus on that. Is that good or bad? I don't know. It does focus down the player's attention to doing just one thing at a time.
So real quick, I hope they make it to where because like he said, we can only run one contract at a time. I hope that big old hand on the screen. but but no, I hope that they take away the one contract system. I will say it is kind of good because listen, I come from a background with Destiny where, dude, you can have like 40 quests and like 30 bounties going all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, oh well, I need to do this first, and then I need to do that, and then I need to do this, and then I need to do that. So it does get overwhelming, but I will say one contract at a time, like one contract per run, that could be kind of rough as far as like leveling system goes. But I kind of understand why they're doing it that way, because they don't want you to be able to just be flying through the rank systems. Because then if they do it that way and they make it towards multi-contract runs, then your rep is going to go a lot faster, or they would have to drop down the XP per contract significantly. So I kind of understand it. It kind of sucks. Hopefully they can kind of do something to go around that. Maybe instead of one contract, you can do multiple contracts, but you can only do up to X amount per run. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how they fine tune that.
Which I think will result in more runs, which is probably their goal, is get you in and out of runs more and more often. Which maybe that's good. I don't know yet. We'll see. The look and feel of the game, it has its own identity by a landslide. It is not a gritty mill sim. It is not ultra realism. The term that they used in development that they told us about was graphic realism, and you can see from the visuals, like every material is either matte or super glossy. There really isn't an in-between. A lot of the buildings, the vehicles, the guns feel like they are, basic shapes with futuristic decals slapped on them. And admittedly, I love it. I actually think it looks really good because it's unique, because it's different. It's not going to be for everybody, and that's totally okay. But I see that they're going for an aesthetic that stands apart from every other game that's out, from Tarkov, from ABI, from Delta Force, I think they nailed it. I think they did a very good job of giving you something that just feels, it's almost jarringly different in a way that I enjoy. But
so I'm going to kind of expand on that a little bit, because again, this is coming from somebody that hasn't played this game yet. Okay, I have not put a single hour into playing this, but something that I personally would say, bastard. Okay, something that I would personally say, I think the way that this game looks, the way it looks like it plays, this is something that we're gonna, we're gonna have to experience for ourselves before we really make any true judgment call. If I go off of visuals alone, I love the look of this. Now, mind you, I am a huge fan of, dystopian future, post-apocalyptic, stuff like that. I love that kind of content. To push that even further, I am a huge fan of the way this game looks. Like you said, that you have things that are matte, like a matte type texture, and then you have things that are super glossy. You really don't see a whole lot of in between, which I'm fine with that. And you know what? Just by watching, and I know I can almost probably guarantee me seeing it on video does zero justice whatsoever. But I love the way this game looks. It definitely is a different look than every other game that's out there on the market, especially when it comes to BRs, or not BRs, to extraction shooters. Because, dude, I don't want another mill sim. I don't want another game that you can be like, oh, that looks like, that looks almost exactly like Delta Force or like Tarkov. No, I want something that is on its own, in its own class. And I feel, by what I see here, this is doing it. Okay? I am excited for how this game looks. I can only imagine what the rest of the game is going to look like. I love the art style. I hope you guys like the art style too, because the more people that like the art style is more people that are probably going to play. Just saying.
To each their own. Now, I will say this. There are also some very natural things that stand out. Trees, grass, the water, all that. There's the same natural warning system that is built into a number of other extraction shooters right now. The birds flying away. Those are there to give information. If you hear the birds go off, you are going to know that there's people there. If you see the blue laser go up into the sky, that's someone exfilling. There are indicators for gameplay events on top of what is one of I think one of the systems that's going to keep this game alive longer than other extraction shooters have attempted to do, and that is both randomized and player-driven in-raid events.
You heard what that said, right? You heard what that said? Randomized and player-driven events. Okay, so this is not going to be a game that is just based on, you're going to play it and we're going to add content. You know what I'm saying? That's not necessarily how this is going to go. This is going to be very... the way that I take that is this is going to be a game that it's going to require player activity. It's going to require people to actually play the game and to do things in the game that are necessary. It's almost like, by the way it sounds, it's almost like community events in Destiny or Helldivers. I haven't played Helldivers, but I've been told it's kind of like almost the same concept. There are a lot of community-driven events in game. Destiny has done that time and time again with community events, whether that was Quarters of Time or with unlocking, whatchamacallit, Niobe Labs was a community event. Any day one raids, any Destiny raiders out there, you can listen up. I think this is going to really appeal to you. But day one raids, to be able to unlock like Salvation or Final Shape, for once the first person or the first team finished Salvation's Edge, it unlocked Excision for everybody. Okay, whether you played the raid or not, it unlocked Excision, which was the final event, killing the Witness. Sorry, spoilers, but you had to have a team to finish the raid, and guess what? That is considered a community event. So I thoroughly think that this could be something really special. I don't see a lot of games that are truly breaking into that style of content. Am I saying there's no games out there that do it? No. I'm saying there's not a lot of games out there that do it. So that is something that I'm also very excited for, because I love community events. Not only do I love participating in, but I also love watching, and I love to see the reaction that people have when things finally get done. Niobe Labs, dude, I was locked in for Niobe Labs. Not only trying it, because dude, that shit was hard, but I was so excited when they actually finished it. Even though Bungie bypassed the people, or because Niobe Labs was there, and the first team to open it, or to finish Niobe Labs, would open for the entire community the last Forge during Season of the Forge. Glad and his team did end up finishing Niobe Labs, but Bungie did open the Forge premature, or before it got finished. And I'm telling you, when they finished Niobe Labs, that was so freaking cool. Not only to see the puzzle making that went into it, but also the reaction when they finally finished it. And they're the only team that actually finished it and got the emblem to prove it. It was only given to one team, which was theirs. So yeah, I thoroughly think that community events are something that is going to push this game into an entirely different subspace of gaming, and hopefully everybody can enjoy it.
There's a number of different times that we're running around. We're pushing buttons. We find a computer terminal and activate it. It's got a number on it. It's going to scan all of the other terminals in the area and mark them for you. You go and you find the same number. Boop, 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 hit the buttons on it, and that is going to make another event spawn on the map that you can go then push to and try and loot. There's high-value targets to get that have debuffs and things you have to do, systems you have to acknowledge and move along with. There's boss fights. There's all sorts of stuff. And I think if they add in a plethora, a variety of those kind of events, I think that's where their unpredictability from raid to raid is going to shine. Tarkov doesn't have that, but what they do have to keep raids varied is extremely complex environments. One thing that Marathon, from what you're seeing here, and granted this is only one map, but a lot of the locations, the POIs, are relatively flat. One or two floors, maybe an underground. Otherwise, it's pretty open. There are a lot of good angles. There's a lot of good terrain to hide behind and clutter. But if you look at like Reserve and Tarkov, they have the underground. They've got multiple 3, 4, 5-story buildings. You've got a mountain to go up on top of. Even their more basic maps in Tarkov have vertical complexity and a lot of like sight lines to memorize and stuff like that. Marathon will have that, but it's going to be way more sparse. The reason I bring it up, I think in Tarkov, one of the things that makes the game play different every single raid, even if you're like beelining Shoreline right now to go to Underneath West, to the pool, to go down to Labyrinth, each run still ends up playing a little differently. This will have that too, because the unpredictable nature of other players. You're going to have a lot of opportunities for just natural, organic gameplay. But the map complexity, I think, is going to keep some of those engagements very similar from run to run. I'm hoping that the event system is the thing that adds in the randomness. Because my only fear over all of it is a samey feeling over time that will burn the player base out. And I told them that to their face. And I've always been honest with them. I do think that what they have here is something that will genuinely do extremely well. If they can keep it high in variety, high in variability from run to run, because that's part of why we go back to Tarkov. I talk crap about that game all day. Y'all have watched for a long time. But at the end of the day, one of the things that it is doing is every raid feels just a little different. But I do have high hopes for this game to do what it needs to do to keep the player base engaged. The seasonal process they are planning on implementing, if they're following through with doing wipes and resetting the player base every X number of months or whatever, if that does come to fruition, like I really, really want it to, I think that's going to help a lot. And everything else that they have in store, which I don't specifically know what I can and cannot talk about, to be quite honest with you. I don't want to break NDA or anything like that. But they have plans. They have really good long-term plans. And one thing I think you will see from Bungie out of the gate with this game versus what has taken us years to get from BSG with Tarkov and other companies is a roadmap. I think they will show you, I hope that they will show you the plan so that nobody that looks at this and goes, is this just a cash grab? Is it really going to do well? I think they're going to put it in front of you. I hope they're going to put it in front of you to say, here's what we plan on doing. We're serious about making this the game that people want to play. And I can tell you without a doubt, I'm going to go ham on Marathon when it comes out, because I had so much fun playing it. Some of the plays, it got real heads up, real high reaction time. It did give me, one of the things I talked about on stream with Tarkov is the adrenaline rush, the heart rate increase. And I did get that from Marathon playtest. And I haven't gotten that from a lot of games in a long time. That might be because I'm dead inside. Thanks, Nikita. Or it might be because this game actually has the potential to be something big. And
That's
I am
funny.
excited to see at release. Either way, I hope you enjoy. Thanks, Don, for watching. Do me a big favor. In the comments section, let me know what you're looking forward to seeing. Let me know if you have any questions. And when I do get some free time, if there's ones in there that I can swing by and answer without breaking NDA, I will try and do that. And at the end of the day, I do just hope that the game produces the feelings that people want the same way that they get it from other extraction shooters, but 10 times more. Yeah. So, thank you very much for watching. See you on the next one.
All right. So that was Lupo's video, talking, basically giving a full gameplay, talking about what he saw as of his playtest and all the testing that he's done. Now, something that I want to kind of hit on that he talked about is the fact of there being a roadmap. So real quick, I'm gonna show you guys real quick. Real quick. So something that, no, get out of here. I want to see if this is the one that shows it. There was one that showed the actual roadmap, like the picture of the roadmap. Hold on. You still there, Neat? Man, am I still in there? You still there, bud?
Yeah, I've been playing the campaign for 2019
For what?
Call of Duty.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Buzz repeater live stream. So something that I was bringing, or that I was actually about to start talking about, was something that Lupo kind of hit on was there we go, right here. So was the roadmap that they have for Marathon, and something that he said was he hopes that because not a lot of other of the extraction shooters out there really have a roadmap that they tell anybody about, or any, like, they don't really tell plans of what they have in store. They don't, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Something that, and I agree with them, because there are a lot of, and I feel like it's not even just extraction shooters. I think it's across the board when it comes to looter shooters or anything that has a PvE, PvP play style. They don't really have a whole lot of show and tell. They don't have this is what we have in store for the next 6 months or the next year or 15 years.
Yeah.
Mr. What's that? No, I did receive a code, bud. I did receive a code. Make sure, if you are still looking for a code, and this goes for anybody in chat, make sure you check every inbox you have, whether that be junk, your important folder, your regular folders, everything. Anything that is in the email that you provided. Even if you whitelisted the Marathon email, it does have a possibility of dropping into the junk folder. So make sure you check the junk folders, your trash folders, your whatever folders you got for inside your email. I did get a code. There are still people out there that have not received a code, but one thing I will tell you is keep an eye out if you haven't gotten one, because they will be dropping codes all the way, even during the playthrough.
Fuck, dude.
for the alpha. So when the alpha is going, there is still a possibility of getting a code. Keep that in mind. But yeah, so I think a big thing though is the fact that Bungie does have a roadmap for this game, and something that Lupo said was that they haven't dropped it yet, but he has high hopes that they will, and he hopes that they show it relatively soon because that will give players more of the ability to see what they have in store. And real quick, chat, if you don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to a roadmap and what a roadmap would look like, this is one of them. Okay, let's see. Yeah, fuck it. Actually, we'll go ahead and do that. There we go. Yeah. So this is a roadmap. So like this is for Destiny, for Codename Frontiers. Okay. Speaking of, if you haven't seen it and you're a Destiny player, or you're not a Destiny player, or you're just coming into Destiny, whatever the case may be, they do have a reveal going on May the 6th. May 6th at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific, or 10 a.m. Pacific, sorry. It's going to be Edge of Fate. That's going to be the new expansion name. Okay. So, but the way that it's set up is like summer 2025 is Codename Apollo. Okay, then they break it down even further down here where it says summer 2025 is the major update. Codename Arsenal. Fall is the fall of this year is another major update. Why does my stream keep dropping? Can you hear me?
Damn it, bro, you're going so slow in this fucking game. Yeah, I can hear.
Okay. No, my fucking stream keeps fucking dropping, and I don't know why. Chat, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Let me know in chat, or let me type in chat if you can hear me, bud.
But.
Okay, I can see it over here. Yeah, we're good. All right, so the thing with this, hold on. I gotta fix that real quick. That's gonna bug the hell out of me. That's not where I want it. Okay, there we go. But yeah, so all of this is a roadmap, and if you haven't seen one, this is what it is. As of right now, by what Lupo has said, there is a roadmap for Marathon, and hopefully they do show it soon. I think that if they do, that would be highly recommended, especially for the player base, so they get a chance to kind of see what's in store, and to run with that information however they see fit. So, but yeah, get rid of that. Okay, perfect. And we're gonna go ahead and go.
A scar.
All right, get out of here, ads. Nobody wants you. Nobody likes you. There we go. But yeah, so I'm extremely hopeful. I think this game has a lot of potential, especially for the extraction shooter space. Especially albeit coming to console. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm ready. I will be streaming it. I promise you, I will be streaming it. I will be there day one of the alpha. I'll be there day one of release. I'll be there, like, I will be in the fucking game. I promise you. If you see me in game, hopefully you're on my team. Just saying. I'm ready to pop some heads. So, what was I gonna say? Fucking.
I'm not really the type to go in depth of this type of stuff. Just look at it and be like, okay.
Okay.
See what they
Yeah, I'll be honest, the last like 3 or 4 streams have been nothing but just going over Marathon and talking about it, going over videos and stuff like that. So it's basically what the last few streams that I've had. I think Friday night, Saturday morning, Saturday night, Sunday morning, and tonight I have had 0 gameplay. And it's not because I don't want to play games. It's just because like my entire thought process as far as gaming goes is revolving around Marathon. That's how excited I am for it.
Right.
So, and you know what? I'm actually gonna check it real quick. Hold on, chat. I want to see something because I'm curious. I put in for the Marathon creator code or creator though, so maybe in theory I might be able to get into that. If I do, that'd be really cool.
Oh.
It's Sunday. No, I just read the inbox. Just give me. Okay, never mind. Damn.
Rocket. Splash.
Oh. No. Damn. Damn it.
Oh. Nope. Splash.
The fuck?
What the fuck are they?
Okay, that was a weird email. Whatever. But yeah, so I have high hopes. We'll have to.
You know who else got into the beta?
What's that? Oh,
Anyone
Ace.
from our server that's gone to the beta? Ace.
Ace
Okay.
did. Ace got in. One of the guys that was on my stream the other night, he got in. He's in my Discord. I'm not sure of who else though. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, Ace got in. I know I did. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anybody else. But that also doesn't mean that that people haven't got in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you know how long the beta's gonna be, like,
2 weeks.
or the alpha? 2 weeks, damn.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying, like, if you don't get a code now, don't be discouraged, because there is the possibility of you getting one during the alpha.
Yeah.
So, and I'm still waiting to find out, because originally when the alpha was announced during the reveal, a lot of the Marathon sponsored creators, they had codes that they were doing giveaways for.
Yep.
And if you got one of those codes, you were given 2 friend codes. So then you were going in with a full fire team.
Okay.
I've heard both sides that yes, if you get an alpha code, you get friend codes. But I've also heard that those are only for the people or the codes that were given away to people. Not every code has the friend codes. So I don't know. If I can get friend codes, I will. So, but that's going to have to be a wait and see kind of game. But yeah, no, I'm like I said, I'm excited. I definitely am gonna take this with, I don't want to say take it with a grain of salt, but I definitely am gonna take it at face value of the concept of this is still in alpha. This is not a finished game. I cannot expect it to have everything right because it is not a finished game. I think that's where a lot of people are going to get hung up on. Is they're going to try and be like, oh, well, this doesn't work, and this doesn't work, and this didn't happen, and this is bullshit. Like, dude, it's not finished yet. There's a reason it's called the alpha. It's because this is the point where you give devs feedback on what's wrong with your experience, what happened, what glitches you came into, what bugs happened, whatever the case may be. Don't just sit there and get all butthurt and upset about it. So yeah,
We'll see, man. Because 7 years in development. Well,
oh no, I understand. Trust me, I completely understand. Wow. So
just gotta get I guess used to Apex gameplay, I guess, because
I
of
see.
all the abilities and stuff.
Yeah,
you can do.
I see where they it does have a little bit of an Apex feel to it.
Yeah.
But on the same token, I think it's gonna be different. So
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be different enough that it's gonna feel better.
Man, I
So
only
we'll
activated
see.
Apex when they first released, so there wasn't really a lot of ability
Oh no,
usage.
Apex now is completely different, dude.
Yep.
Like the last time I played Apex, dude, I had people that they would slide and then jump, do a slide jump, hit a wall, jump off the wall, and then I'd be dead. I'm like, dude, what the fuck just happened?
I hear ya.
So, but all right, I am gonna go ahead and head out of here. I gotta get ready for work. So,
Yep.
get some food made for lunch and all that great stuff. But I will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure, man. Let's do it.
So I'm either gonna be on tomorrow, or today because it is Tuesday now. I'm either gonna be on tonight, or if I'm not on tonight, it's not because I don't want to stream. It's because I want to get as much sleep as possible and be prepared for Wednesday. Because Wednesday I will be up probably all night, and yeah, it'll be an all-nighter for me for sure.
Oh, shit.
So, but I will see you next time, all right, man?
See ya, man. Have a good night.
Yeah, man. All right, chat. I am going to go ahead and head out of here. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. I hope you had a great and grand freaking time. Listen, I know that there were... I know that I'm not on every single day. I'm not here all the time, and it's not because I don't want to be. Sometimes things happen. Sometimes I just fall asleep. It is what it is. But I will definitely, you can bet the entire bank I will be here tomorrow night. Wednesday night, let's just say that, because time differences and stuff like that. I will be here Wednesday night. I will be here. I plan on being here pretty early, so keep that in mind. If you want to mark your calendars to it, fine. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. That's cool. Huh. Interesting. Interessante. Oh, there's my alarm. But yeah, I hope everybody has a good night. I hope you enjoy yourselves. Make sure you keep an eye on your inbox so that you can see if you get the code. Make sure you check all the inboxes too. So I will see you guys next time. Be safe out there. Don't do anything crazy or stupid. And don't get arrested. Because, listen, I can't bail you out. Sorry about it. So, I'll see you next time. Peace.